of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Where'd that come from?
I don't know. I don't know if it's a new one or, looks like the same one. But anyway, glad to see the good old American flag back. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone at home. I understand our Channel 23 is not working again. It is certainly not the fault of me, Lisa, or Joe.
Thank you.
We've been doing what we can about it, and it's literally almost a daily task trying to keep up with that.
Well, it was definitely, it was a storm yesterday, right? It was working up until the...
Up until the storm, yeah.
Until the typhoon blew through.
Public comment? Yes, sir.
Well, my name is Bernard Cassidy. I live on Drew Road, Fort Montgomery.
Mr. Cassidy, step up to the microphone so the people at the recording can pick you up, please.
Yeah,
Thank you.
We don't need the microphone to hear you here, but people at home need it. Yeah.
My name is Bernard Cassidy. I'm here. I live in Fort Montgomery on Drew Road. Had a major flood in July. I spent a considerable amount of money already replacing heating, electric, and other equipment inside, wash machines, dryers, so forth. And I spent so far over $50,000 replacing everything. And I'm waiting on the completion of this restoration of my basement. I don't want to start it or give permission to put it in now, sheetrock and stuff like that, insulation, because I'm afraid of reoccurrence of this problem. So I've been waiting to see what's going on. I know there was a survey made by the county who came down and checked the, whatever their process, they're talking about changing the route of the water coming from the pond that goes behind the homes on Drew Road and augmenting the street water in a separate route. And I know there was a survey made by the county, and I want some information back. I laid out quite a bit of money already, and I'm afraid to continue with this. So I need some feedback from the town.
I'll ask Greg to stop in and talk with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, is there any plans now in motion for?
He's waiting.
Go ahead.
No, he's waiting for our engineer. And I don't think it was a county engineer. It was our engineers, our survey people. We're waiting for information from them as to exactly what we can do to remedy the situation. So I think Greg said he was going to see him, maybe even today, maybe tomorrow. I forget when he was going to see him. And as soon as he gets information, I'm going to ask him to go and knock on your door and tell you what's going on.
Yeah, well, I can go up and see Greg. It's not a problem.
No, there's no problem for him going down to see you either.
Yeah. And, but I've been waiting patiently for this because I laid out quite a bit of money.
Sure have. You sure have.
I don't want to go any farther until I'm assured that something's going to be done that will alleviate this problem from happening again. I know there's a lot of problems with the water. I mean, we got problems with Corbin Hill, and they raised the level of the dam, which was totally neglected during the storm. We're going through this climate change, and I'm afraid. I mean, Drew Road looked like a regular stream coming down on both sides of the homes. I'm talking about 2-3 feet of water on each side of the homes going down, and then down in Silvestri's property and below. So I need some assurance from the town that something's going to be done.
We'll get it to you.
Okay?
We will.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Anybody else have anything to say to Mr. Cassidy?
No.
Okay, previous minutes. Actually, I don't have a copy of
You do
them.
not have them, no, I apologize. They just got back.
I was just going to say I got a copy here, and
You do not.
okay, so we'll do that next meeting. No big deal. Under communications, I have a very nice letter from a family called the Enrights. I personally don't know them unless I know them, but I just don't recognize the name. Dear Supervisor Livesey, thank you. When people are always complaining about everything, please give my thanks to all involved in the Brooks's Park restoration. A fantastic job, especially the softball field, the playground. Wow, fantastic. It's all about the children. Well done by all, the Enrights. So it's just a very nice letter. The Rotary Club sent me a letter. They need permission from the town to do their Storm King run. I'll ask the town board to give me permission to sign their letter, which includes no money out of our pocket. It's just something DOT requires from them.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Thank you.
Is that, excuse me, is that where they run old Storm King?
Yeah.
Will that be, will the road be, when is the event? Is that like September?
When is the event?
August.
August.
Oh, is it August?
I think they changed the route to 293.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, from Southwest along 218, then along 293, yeah.
Rock climbing.
And they're going out and back, so,
Excuse me.
yes, sir.
Oh, I'm just going to bail out.
Okay.
I had my say.
Yeah. No, we appreciate you coming by, yes, sir. I transferred $140,122 from the consolidated account to the paying account to cover this week's check run. Big items are Rockland County Solid Waste for tipping fees, $32,836. New York State Municipal Workers' Comp Insurance, $31,346. O&R Electricity, $11,857. New Windsor Volunteer Ambulance for coverage while we had 2 ambulances out, $10,000. And our legal expenses, $7,878. Any questions from the board?
No.
Liaison reports, we'll start with Councilman King.
All right, good evening, everyone, and good evening, everyone at home. Very brief notes from me tonight. I just wanted to say thank you to the community, all who were involved in this year's Juneteenth celebration, whether they were on the planning side or the side of coming out to see the parade, which was the largest in my estimation of the last 7 or 8 years that we've done this. It was a big parade. Lots of folks came from out of town, to include places like Rockland County in New York, and then as far away as Atlanta, Georgia, and Memphis, Tennessee, and other places. Along with that, if you're not aware, during Juneteenth weekend here in the town, we've always done a Veterans Resiliency Weekend simultaneously, and what that consists of is 3 days worth of things to help veterans be resilient and more specifically combat veteran suicide. So on Friday, June 14th, we had a holistic health workshop at the American Legion. A lot of great information put out there to include from visitors of the VA hospital at Castle Point. We had a representative there. And then on Saturday, we had an evening of veterans celebration right back at the American Legion, giving out awards to vets. And then we concluded with an event at Morgan's Farm right there. And the chief was there, so he could probably tell you about it if you want to know how it went. Transitioning to disaster preparedness, we had a lot going on last week in regards to the heat wave. In preparing for that, what we've done at that time was to identify 3 cooling stations to cover the town of Highlands. First being the senior center there in the village of Highland Falls, and it was stood up by the mayor and a volunteer team of Sally Torch and her volunteers. Very good operation, which ultimately was activated during the heat wave. And we had 1 or 2 days that when I say activated, we didn't have people sitting in the cooling stations waiting for somebody to come in. We had people on standby to be prepared should we need to bring people in. And so at some point it was activated with the volunteers in there. They had snacks, they had water to cool people off if necessary. Went very, very well. So good job to those at the village who ran that operation. But secondly, we had 2 others that were standby that did not need to be activated. One was the American Legion. Commander John Flynn was on board with making that a cooling station if necessary. Had the temperature probably maintained at about 70 degrees inside there via the air condition, and just continue to stay in touch with me at the town level should he be needed, or should those services there be needed. And thank God they weren't. Likewise, I was in touch with the chief of the fire department, Ryan Falk, at the Fort Montgomery Fire Department, that was also prepared to activate if necessary, and had all the necessary game plan to respond as needed. Once again, we were ready, but not needed in that case, so we're thankful for that. And I just want to say that as we prepare for others in the future, we always praying for the best, but we plan for the worst. And so we sit around and we have these meetings about what if this happens, what if that happens, and then we have folks on the team throughout the community that help us be postured to respond if needed. So I just want to reassure the community out there that you can go to our town website to find out more about these types of activities. Like, for example, one of the things that we done last week was to send out these messages through texting, and it's a part of our emergency management system. So you might have got a message that says, stay hydrated, stay inside if necessary, so on and so forth. But that was part of the preparation last week. Once again, thank you to Sally George, thank you to Mayor Joe and everybody else that was involved, John Flynn, John Flynn and Ryan Falk, and even Aaron from the Recreation Department here was postured to get us, if necessary, some resources from the food pantries at the county level, if necessary, prepared. So that's all I have, Supervisor.
Thank you. Councilman DeWitt.
Thank you, sir. I'll be playing the role of two tonight, but I'll start with a few things I have, mostly from info from Aaron. The Highland Falls Pool is opening on June 29th. Everything's got all the permits and clearances, so that's good news. Long Pond is back open. They were down for a few days. I think it was part of a health inspection, but that's back open, as I was told today. I apologize again, the storm yesterday, besides affecting the village more than anything, Channel 23 took another hit, and we worked hard today to try to figure it out. We have a note into Spectrum asking for help. As Supervisor Livesey said, it's probably the mystery box on top of Mountain Avenue that has taken some hit again. But we're working on it. Give it just a quick thanks to all the first responder teams in the village. They had their work cut out for them last night with down trees and a mess, and last I heard there were no injuries, which is always a blessing. But people worked really hard on that little microburst that came through and slapped everybody around, or the village around again. So just congrats everybody in the village, the crews, police, ambulance, and fire department for getting the job done. Our chief and Joe told us that we were fine in Fort Montgomery. We have really no big issues, no big damages anywhere, just a little mess. I want to give a little quick note to Mr. Ed McElroy, he's working with the Chamber of Commerce. We have the event coming up, the Dancing Under the Stars event down in Mindock Park. He's been helping them just set up lighting poles. He's also created a monument dedicated to Miss Pam Nugent, who lost her life on July 9th during the flood last year. It's a cross that he built. It's going to be on display, I believe, around Sacred Heart during the summer, and then it'll be put on permanent display down in Mindock Park area by her home or her father's home. That's to be determined. But Mr. McElroy has done a lot of things, and look forward to seeing that and his other local. He'll be a local artist represented in this year's art walk, which is starting to take shape now, and will be on board in the next couple of weeks. All right, that was the fun stuff for me. Now I get to play the role of Mr. Richard Sullivan, who is with the center and the crew with Amelina on a road trip to Niagara Falls. They had a good turnout. Apologizes for not being here, but let me get to his notes. He mentioned that he went with you at the ZBA meeting.
Yeah, I'll take it.
You'll take that and that? Okay, that'll take some of the pressure off me. Thank you, Nancy. Building, he wants the regards to Philip Hannawalt, got a 90 on his service test, placing him number 4 at the Orange County list for building inspectors, building inspector 3. So congrats and great job, Philip. Thank you, and job well done. On water, not much action at the tank in the last month. Rich inquired about possible design changes with the engineer and let all know that on June 19th, no noise is to be made on that site due to a wedding. Well, that date has passed. The DPW is continuing to replace radio with cellular at a good pace, and a recent water leak was repaired, and the mayor and supervisor were notified. From Cornell University, our highway department took place in a contest. It was a Build a Better Mousetrap. I'm going to just read this first short paragraph. The New York State LTAP Center Cornell Local Roads Program recognizes the Town of Highlands Highway Department for outstanding achievement in innovation through the 2024 Build a Better Mousetrap competition. The department displayed exemplary ingenuity in the development of the water diffuser. The town observed that when flushing fire hydrants, it was causing erosion of grass, soil, and roadside areas. So they created this diffuser, which they now use when flushing hydrants, that has a lot less impact on the environment that they're working in. And that allows the hydrants to be fully opened and enable water flow with no damage to grass, roads, etc. The box has remained in use now for 15 years without requiring any repairs or mods, and it serves its purpose 2 to 3 times annually. So again, the Highway Department submitted that and won. So congrats to them. We have a good team up there. They work well together, and thanks to them. Our L&L, who are the people that are cutting the cemeteries, they have done that 4 times so far this season, and they will stretch the cuts out as best they can. As you know, if it rains more, the grass grows more, but we have a fixed set, and they'll keep on top of things to keep the cemeteries looking good. Again, mentioned the 57 radio meters to be replaced, 15 of which all have appointments to be replaced on July 1st, leaving 42 radio meters. Again, these are the old cellulars. As of today, 68 meters in total still need attention. Republic and Beacon receives our recycling at $110.82 a ton. Royal Carting hauls to Republic for $342.95 each haul. Typically hauls 8 hauls per month. They should be lower from what we paid from the state contract. Currently, the New York State bid price is $199 per haul and $93 for recycling fees. If you'd like, as the public, to see that paperwork he's pertaining to, he will scan and email it to you. The Rockland green charges are $124 per ton of solid waste. I'm sorry if that sounds a little convoluted. I'm just kind of reading the notes as he gave them to me. As of Friday, the 21st, solid waste tonnage was 1,359 tons. The total tonnage for recycling as of May 31st was 158 tons. That's it on that. There's an open house at the Historical Society. As part of the 4th of July celebration, the Town of Highlands Historical Society will host an open house and exhibition of Lost and Found, a display of recent acquisitions and unique discoveries from our collection. The public event is from 11 to 12. I don't see the exact date. I'm wondering if it is around that weekend. We will get that back to you, and that information will be on Channel 23 when it gets back running. This Saturday at the Fort Montgomery Battle Site, No Mercy for Traitors. Is going on. I don't have information on dates or times except for this Saturday. You can reach out to the battle site for that information. Again, as I mentioned, Richie's out on a road trip to Niagara Falls. They had a little fun get out this morning. One of our great local people, Andy Cody, also known as Fester, was diverted to the wrong pickup point, and he missed the bus. Well, with a phone call to the Highland Falls Police Department from Mr. Sullivan, Frank Lillis was grand enough to go pick up Fester, Mr. Cody. Speaking of lost and found, and they ran him up the road. He caught up with the bus where the bus pulled over. Fester got on the bus. He received a large cheer. Richie just wanted to say thanks for making that moment special, and a big thanks to the Highland Falls Police Department and Officer Frank Lillis. That is it on both reports. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Councilwoman Scorbitt.
Mine is not nearly as interesting for that.
Well, I delivered that all.
Well, here's still long-winded.
So with the ambulance corps, I have the May response report. As you remember, so for on a couple of days, New Windsor provided coverage because both of our ambulances were out of service. And even on some of those days, our own medical folks who were on duty would go in the fly car and respond to calls. So there were 54 total calls dispatched, and there was one where there were no EMTs available. So 53 were responded to. That's what we have in the ambulance corps. Zoning Board of Appeals, so they met this past week on Wednesday. So 915 9W LLC, the old Garrison House, the scope of that project, we found out on that day, was drastically reduced. And what came down to, there were all kinds of use exceptions that were being asked for, and then area variances. So it came down to just the area variances, which were okayed by zoning board, and then they were referred to the planning board for same. And that was pretty much the crux of the zoning board meeting on Wednesday. Thursday, the folks from 915 9W LLC returned for those same 2 area variances. That seems to be a matter that's going to be resolved soon. So they've gotten, they had some discussions on what need, a few small steps that need to be done by the Serbos who own that. Sounds like there was an issue with the equipment that was being stored there. That will no longer be stored on site. And that the plans for apartments and all that have all been scaled back. Other old business for the planning board, Pine Hill development, which is up on Cherry Street, that continues to progress. There's a list of things that ongoing that the engineers and the lawyers who are representing that property go with our engineers and the planning board, and that continues. So if they have to change a design to accommodate this request, then there may be 2 other small issues that come up. But this still goes on, that's evolving. The other things that came up informally was 427 Main Street, which was Vasley's at one time, and at the last meeting, Holly and Mark West appeared here informally about the restaurant. They are continuing to talk about adding seating in the back, if that would become a restaurant with some additional seating on the back. That's ongoing. It sounds like a great plan to bring some dining back to North Main Street there, it really does. And then the 341 Main Street, which is the former United Methodist Church, which there's a group that is running that have continued to be on hold, the permitting that they're asking for. They're gathering their own plans together, so there was no movement on that, just a request to extend their permit. Yay. And then finally, there was discussion on village business rezoning. Trustee Ramus was at that meeting as well, and talking about, because we were the New York Forward funding, and talking about the comprehensive plan in the village, and now how are we going to fold planning and zoning into that. There is a lot of discussion, we need to bring new business, but the zoning and the planning boards can only enforce what's on the books already. So maybe there's time for discussion to, if there's going to be, if you want to bring business, you're going to have to change. Someone's going to have to budge somewhere. So in the laws or whatever, decide. So this seems to be an opportune time to really look at that and decide how we're going to move forward. So I think that's all that I have.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Chief, do you have anything?
Just the LexisNexis thing?
Yeah, we can do that.
So I'm looking to bring LexisNexis to the police department. It's their buy crash software, which allows people to get their accident reports electronically, so they don't have to go through the FOIL process. I should start by saying there's no cost to the town, so it's not going to cost the police department or the town anything. There is a $9 fee. It's an administrative fee that the company charges to insurance companies when they request to get accident reports. We can waive the $9 administrative fee for individuals, and it would be no cost for individuals to get their accident reports. So I'm just looking to get the board's approval on that.
Is that something that we need to approve, I guess? Yes, okay. So I'll ask first of all, the town board, do you have any questions?
The $9 is so every incident that.
So anytime an insurance company would go through their software to get an accident report, that the software charges the insurance company a $9 fee. Now, we can charge a fee as well. If, let's say, the board says we want to charge $5 every time somebody gets an accident report. But that $9 administrative fee for individuals would attach to that $5 fee. So in essence, it would be a $14 fee. So we can waive the administrative fee for individuals if there's no charge to individuals from the board. So I would prefer to do it where there's no charge. It's not going to be a moneymaker. We only did 165 accident reports. This is really just an ease for the motorists when they get in an accident and for our administrative clerks dealing with all the flow requests that go back and forth.
And Chief, we currently don't charge for an individual.
It's a minor fee. I think it's
The
20.
checks are $10 when they come in.
Okay.
But for individuals, I think it's, is it free still?
As long as we're emailing it?
Emailing it is
Yes.
free, yeah.
Mhm, it's free.
Okay.
So we'd be at say on the average, if there was 150 accidents a year, that would be 150 times $14 or $9?
Well, the $9 fee goes to the company. It's not something that would go to the town.
Okay.
We can charge an additional fee. Let's say we decide, the board says it's $10 an accident.
Oh, but that-
We would charge $10, but then there'd also be an administrative $9 fee. So
Sorry, I'm a little slow.
$19 fee total.
So that $9 goes from the accident victim right to the,
To the company.
oh, yeah.
So the town wouldn't see that at all.
Okay, thank you, sorry. I got it.
Okay, this program is called LexisNexis by Crash.
Yes.
Do I have a motion to adopt the program?
Motion, thank you.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
So carried, thank you.
Now, as the role of Richie Sullivan tonight, am I the second person or am I the motion person? Usually it starts from that side and waves this way.
Well, I was hoping Nancy would try to beat us all, and
Ladies first.
okay.
I'm patient.
Thanks, Chief.
I think 2 meetings ago in an executive session, the town board decided that they would like to settle a lawsuit that was currently against the town. And we have a resolution to ratify that settlement. So I'll read part of it here. The town's insurance, okay, there's a notice of a claim instituted proceedings alleging that his towing license was improperly revoked and that he had sustained damages as a result of said revocation. The town's insurance carrier assigned counsel to defend the matter, and the settlement was negotiated, resulting in a payment to Mr. Solero in the amount of $13,286 in full settlement. He's provided a full release and hold harmless agreement. The town board determined that this would be in the best interest of the town to authorize the settlement. So I have this resolution to authorize and ratify the settlement of proceedings instituted by William Salerno. Do I have a motion to...
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilmember King?
Aye.
Councilmember DeWitt?
Aye.
Councilmember Sporber? Aye. And Supervisor Lizzie?
Aye. At our last meeting, both of our court judges appeared before the town board and asked for us to review the wages of one of their employees. We did so tonight, and along with that employee and a number of other town clerk employees that are employed by the town as clerks, we decided that we would wait till the budget time and adjust any wages that needed to be adjusted. And we do see that some of them are in need of
Modernization.
there you go. Good word. So that's what we are going to let the judges know, what we decided. And it wasn't anything that we swept under the table. We had a good discussion, and that's our
That's our position, and we're sticking with it.
That's our position, and we're sticking with it. Okay. Surplus equipment. We've got down in the basement 5 dehumidifiers, of which one is brand new, it's still in the box. We have a printer. We have a quart magnetometer. And I would like to declare all of those pieces of equipment as surplus and either get rid of them or, if possible, put them up for auction.
Auction.
Yeah.
Motion?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So carried, thank you. Okay, where's that at? I have a resignation. Please accept this letter as my official letter of resignation, effective 3/20/24. Unfortunately, the time that I have taken to try and improve my medical issues has not improved, and is likely that I will require surgery. I truly appreciate your patience and understanding during my leave of absence, and hope to be able to return. I am thankful for the opportunity to have worked with the town of Highlands and have enjoyed my time here. Sincerely, Catherine Ortero. Do I have a motion to accept the resignation?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So carried. They say that when one door closes, another door opens. We interviewed a Michael A. Pitt tonight to join us as a patrol officer. I would like to see if anyone would like to make a motion to hire Michael Pitt.
Motion.
Second.
And we'll hire him at the prevailing wage in the contract with a 1-year probation. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So carried. Thank you. And by the way, this officer is a retired City of Newburgh police officer, and then after that, as part-timer, he worked in Goshen and Mount Hope. So he's got college, Orange County Police Academy. We don't like to mention this, but he was in the Army, was in the Air Force, but we'll let him get by with that.
I told him not to mention it.
Oh, okay. And you brought up the Highway Department and their mousetrap? Okay.
Acting as Mr. Sullivan, yes, I did.
All right. Chief, if I could ask you to come back to the microphone.
Also playing the role of MJ Pitts today.
As you all know, that Chief has been, Deputy Chief has been with us for a while, a long enough time to have finished his probation. I have a letter from the Orange County
Civil service.
Civil Service that they have accepted his motion. With those two things done, I would like to ask for a motion to promote Deputy Chief Burns to Chief at the normal probation and according to the salary schedule.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Congratulations,
Sir.
Chief.
Thank you, sir.
Picture picture going.
Oh, yeah. Sure. All right. Let's take it.
Why don't you get in there, Liza?
Do you want to get in there?
Go ahead, Joe.
We'll scoop that way, guys.
Scooch back in, Nancy.
Nancy, going closer.
A little closer. We all like one another. Really? Great.
Just in case, you two shake hands. And I'm looking at
Smile, don't you fake.
Thank you. Thanks, Chief.
Congrats, Chief.
Thanks, John.
Is there any public comment?
Greg Manikin, Firefighters Drive, Fort Montgomery. I want to give a big thank you to Greg and the whole crew for the town tree cutting and trimming crew. About a week or a week and a half ago, I called the highway department and notified them of a dead tree in front of 108 Firefighters Drive, and the tree had complications with wires. It could fall across the wires, across the road, and there's a fire hydrant right there as well. And it's right next to the sidewalk. So the crew did a good job today taking care of that tree, and I want to thank them and make sure the town board is aware of the good job that the tree crew does, and we're very appreciative of it. It was, sometimes there's a question of whether a tree is responsibility of the town or perhaps O&R, but the town is closer as far as trees are concerned. And with the latest storm Friday evening, it was pretty good timing to put everyone on notice of how important keeping the trees clear of the lines is. It's a very important job and function for the town. And of course, town of Highlands, there's a lot more trees than the crew can handle, but it's a question of priority. So thanks very much to the town for that good response, and keep up the good work on that tree cutting.
Thank you, Greg.
Thank you. Thank you for the time.
You mentioned the tree crew. There's no tree crew. Those guys do everything. They do roads, they do playgrounds, ball fields, they do everything. And they do it good. They do a damn good job.
Greg up in the bucket that took care of it.
Dee Dee, are you going to give us a little update on your activities?
Yes. I didn't know if it was that section here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're late tonight.
I am. Sorry,
And what I would like you to bring up is what you're proposing for July the 9th.
Yes, okay, perfect. Hi, Dee Dee Moreno, Town of Highlands Chamber of Commerce. First, I'd like to say hi, everyone. Sorry I'm late. I didn't mean to disrespect the meeting that way. I wanted to try and make it here. The first thing is, we would like to respectfully request permission to use Mine Dock on July 9th for a candlelight vigil to celebrate the life that we lost during the July 9th flood. We spoke with her parents, and they seemed very receptive to it, and they would like to do something like that. And we thought maybe having it down at Mine Dock would be a nice area. And plus, you know, with us getting it ready, lit up for hopefully the Under the Stars event, we would have the preparation still there to host other people there for the few days afterwards. So, you know, we're working out the details, you know, finding out timing, working with the parents. We actually about to either tonight or tomorrow put up her memorial. So one of our local artists, Ed, he created this beautiful memorial in her honor, and he's going to lend it to us for the art walk. It's going to be at Sacred Heart Church. It has her name on it. Actually, Sally just picked up the plants to plant in it, and we'll present it during art walk, and then we'll present it to the family afterwards when we're done with the art walk. So, and that'll kind of, sorry, I'm out of breath. And that'll lead me into the next item, which
Right,
is...
let me
go
stop you,
ahead.
let me stop you.
I'm used to the village telling me,
No, don't worry about time.
get off the microphone.
Okay, you're going to have the Dancing Under the Stars, and I asked you to get an insurance policy for that.
Yes, I just
Okay.
emailed it to you.
See if you can also get included in that, your memorial service.
Oh, yeah, I could just, we didn't get the confirmations until like roughly earlier today, so everything's in the works, and I should have it to you probably the day after tomorrow.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, carry on.
All right, and then the next item would be officially asking permission for use of Mine Dog Park for Under the Stars. I just sent to you, Bob, just the COI, but I'm not sure if there's an application to fill out like I do for the village. So it's my first time. You let me know what I have to fill out or do,
June, we have anything like that?
like a facilities request form.
I don't have anything.
I didn't think so, no.
Okay. I wrote as much details as I can. I wrote the time, the date, the item, and I attached the COI. Kind of similar to if it was a form.
Well, let me just do this then. Could I have a motion to allow the Chamber of Commerce to do their Dancing Under the Stars program and the memorial service?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you,
You
guys.
just filled that out.
And then I just wanted to let everyone know, Art Walk is happening. It was a very slow start, but we will be having installation starting Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, but you might already see 2 items on the plinths in town, so be on the lookout. And we're hoping to have the reception, I don't want to have it on Sunday, but the company we're working with, they're 2 older ladies, they want it on Sunday. Like, they absolutely don't care if it's last minute. So I'm gonna have to do a facilities request form to the village, but they're hoping to do a meet and greet on Sunday, and I have to plan that also. But just wanted to let everybody know, it'll definitely be Sunday. It's gonna have to be before maybe 3, maybe even 12, I don't know.
This Sunday.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was trying to get them to move the date, but they're really anxious, so.
What, the 30th?
Yeah, they feel like it's okay, you'll get people, and we're like, no, we need time. So I'm gonna see what we could pull off. We'll see what we could pull off, like a small meet and greet, maybe we'll do something bigger at the end. So it's our first year.
Indoor, outdoor, what's it, just gonna be like some spot somewhere?
The reception?
Yeah.
We've been trying to push them. They came with with it, and we've been trying to convince them pick a different date. Yeah, and they're really cold-heartedly set on Sunday.
No, just,
Yeah, so it'll be outdoors, and
just to put something in the paper, because tomorrow's the deadline, was it?
Yes,
Tuesday noon, right?
yeah.
I mean, sorry, you know your business.
oh, no, I mean, I was really hoping to get at least another week on it, but because with everything happening for 4th of July early.
Yeah, as of yesterday's storm, our Channel 23 went out again. So, but get a hold of Lisa, and if it comes back online, we'll put it on.
Okay,
Channel
yeah, I have to fill out the request forms also to put if we do it on Sunday.
Okay.
I think we'll just do something simple. I mean, we haven't really talked about it, but just like the name suggests, a meet and greet with the artist. Maybe we can do some, I don't know, maybe a little bit of music and, some light hors d'oeuvres, and then we'll have a brochure by then and just see how it goes from there. Nothing too fancy, and then maybe we'll do something fancier at the end, right? Is that kind of like, Joe, because I know you've been around.
Well, in the past, we did something at when it was Delizio's or the restaurant before. I just hope you get notice out, because
Yeah,
I
well,
would
if
definitely
you,
like to get back in time.
Oh, yeah.
To attend.
and if you guys have been driving on and off base at all of our electronic kiosk over there, they've been posting all the flyers for the community, for the art walk, anything that we've been giving them. So they've been really receptive to sharing the information. So, they have all the information there. So everybody knows the art walk is coming, but then we'll give them a follow-up flyer to post about the actual date for the meet and greet. So, and we'll see what we can get. Like I said, maybe we'll plan something a little bit bigger at the end, and then try to do something just really quick in the beginning. Then Banners for Heroes is still going on, so get your banners in. We're still hanging them up. We have a few that we just got in. We're also going to be selling, I think it's on the website, like they have those buntings. So if you don't have a hero to honor, but you just wanted to give, thanks to the military branch and just show your pride, the same company also offers that. So again, that's all on the website, and you just go through www.tohcc.org and click on Banners for Heroes, and then you'll click the link, and then it'll send you over to the company. And I think that might be it so far. Other than 4th of July activities, which will start Saturday, we'll have canoe races are canceled. I'll just do a quick blurb, sorry guys. So Saturday, the canoe races are canceled, but we are doing a teen karaoke barbecue from 5 to 9. And the village is providing the food, and the chamber will be cooking and hosting. Then on Sunday, it's gonna be a busy day. Historical Society will be having a Lost and Found exhibit and open house. That's gonna be, I think, from 12 to 3. Then at 5 o'clock is Little Miss and Little Mr. 4th of July, ages 5 to 7. Just come dressed up, and everybody will vote, and they'll get a sash, and hopefully we'll have them in the parade. And then we'll follow with a stroller, bike, and scooter decorating contest. Same thing, just bring your stuff in. The mayor promised ribbons and some gift certificates, I think, to food for the winners. And yep, McDonald's. And then at 6 o'clock, we'll start the grand reception for Father Joe of Sacred Heart. He's our Grand Marshal this year, and we're honoring him. And it's kind of like, again, all about the year anniversary of our flood. So we're trying to honor as many people as possible. And so Father Joe's up. Then we'll be doing, I think the mayor has a concert scheduled right after that with Whiskey Crossing. Then we come back on Wednesday to have bed races to substitute for no canoe races. So bed races will be in, but we've been promised the beds are going to be refurbished, new mattresses, so safer, yes. And we're not going to go too much on the slope, so yeah.
It's going to be at the municipal lot too, I think also.
There you go. And that's going to be, I think, around 5, right? And then you've got the 4th of July festivities. Parade starts at 3. Family activities and games from 5 to 9, followed with fireworks at Roe Park. And then our event, since you guys have just made a motion to accept it, will be on Friday evening from 6 to 10. And that's about it.
Is the whole schedule going to be in this week's paper in time?
It should be. Most of it's already been planned, except for the canoe races are canceled. So if you did see it in the past, I've already told Mary Jane I'll send her some more information, and hopefully we won't have that in there anymore, and people won't be
And
too
are you
upset.
posting this information online for anybody? How's your website?
I didn't have a chance yet to post on social media because I just gave the mayor the flyers and he just approved them today. So we will be flyering them out everywhere.
What social media will it be on? Just
Facebook, Instagram.
Under chamber?
We'll do it from the chamber, we'll do it from our personal, and we'll do it from both of our business. So you'll see it from Town of Highlands Youth, you'll see it from Crafty D's, you'll see it from the chamber, you'll see it from the old chamber page, the new chamber page. We'll post it everywhere we can.
Okay.
And please, everybody share it.
Yeah, and we tell everybody to share it.
That's all I ask. Thanks.
Yeah, the website is still the same situation. We just need to find someone who's willing to do the work pro bono. It's just gonna cost us too much to do it straight from scratch. So we're still working on it. You can still get information on the website. We're just loading newer stuff. It just takes more time. That's about it so far.
Thanks, Dave.
Oh, and LPC, just to let everybody know, if you have any businesses on Main Street, have any residents on Main Street, to anybody who's watching this, you've got the small grants and the large capital improvement grants on the www.highlandfallsnyf.com, and you could download both applications, and we want to get as much interest in for the small, at least for the under 75,000. We want to try and get over 300,000 because we can get extra money from the government if we get everyone filling in something, so. And I think that's about it. Thank you.
June was nice enough to show me the schedule It's already been out on the internet, of course, on the social media.
Which one, the 4th of July?
Yeah.
Yes. I just didn't change, I have to take off the canoe, well, I already did take off the canoe races.
How's the fundraising going for the 4th? Did you meet the goal? Do they need more donations from citizens? How are we
Well,
doing?
I'm pretty sure he needs more money, but unfortunately, that's, I think, where the chambers, help, well, we don't know. So I don't know, like, exactly how much is being, we do have a guess, obviously, of how much was, collected, like how much the town gave, how much the village gave, bigger companies, how much they gave. Smaller individual ones, we don't have no idea.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure he didn't make 20,000 yet. But he did, they are having the same vendors, the kids vendors. They're gonna have the mini cars and something new this year. They're gonna have the bubble tent for sensory. So it'll be great for kids with special needs. That vendor who was also at Cinco de Mayo, he got her to come back, so.
Cool. Thank you, Dave. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and she was at Family Funding.
Olga, did you have anything?
Well,
Sorry.
yeah, I can share some good news. We, I don't know if you remember, but we ran that heating and cooling campaign a little while ago, trying to promote heat pumps, and it was successful. And it was approved, so that gets us enough points that we do qualify for an additional $50,000 grant from Clean Energy campaign.
Wow.
So exactly what's going to be next, though, is that we completed the application that we need to get an energy audit done for this building. Since it's a clean energy grant, they're not going to give us their additional funding until there is a formal engineering audit done, and somebody from the state will come in. There's no charge to the town for that. They'll come in and assess the current conditions and make recommendations, and then using those recommendations, you'll be able to go ahead and apply the funds. So I'll be letting you know about that soon.
Thank you. Now, did I forget anything?
If Justin had comments? Legal comments? Did Justin?
He never gives a comment.
Sorry, I was trying to look out for you.
Thank you, Council.
Did you have anything?
I'm fine, Supervisor, thank you.
Okay. So we all set? Ty?
Can I just say one thing?
We all set?
Yes. I make the motion.
No, wait. Hold that motion. Go ahead, Sally, quick. Sorry, guys.
So this is just going out to all the families that will not be at the senior bash tomorrow. So you know, all the banners that were all over our community, they're down now. Tomorrow, they're going to be in the gym for the senior bash. Once the bash is done, finished, if your child, if any of the kids didn't go to it, they could go to the school the following day on Wednesday after 11 o'clock and pick them up. That's it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was really nice to see that all over town. I know. That was a great idea. Thank you for
And Sally, you mentioned to me that an anonymous donor
Yes.
took care of that.
Yes. So I went to the board months ago and told them about the idea that we had, or whatever, and after the following day, someone contacted me and wanted to donate for the entire thing. So I was like, that's beautiful. That is wonderful. So it cost the school absolutely nothing to do it. It cost the chamber nothing to do it. It was the graciousness of someone's heart that they wanted to do this for our community, which is wonderful.
Somebody did a lot of work circulating them, getting them put up, didn't they? Yeah. I ask for a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Motion.
All in favor?